Good afternoon, everybody. It is a brisk 52 degrees over here. Today I want to talk to you about why the MT-07 is literally the perfect city bike. I know this is probably controversial, but personally I think the 07 is better than the 09. I think the 09 is just, it's too powerful. So I remember way back when I was watching my buddy. He was riding in front of me. He came out of a corner. He was almost dragging me in the corner. Came out of the corner and just floored it, but didn't realize he was in second gear. The bike came up so fast, he put it back down and speed wobbled. He almost wrecked. I guess that's kind of my reasoning as to why. And I know, you know, a rider has to be comfortable with his bike and know his bike's limits. But that being said, you gotta take into account that the 09 is very powerful. Almost too powerful for its own good, which makes it a lot less safe, especially in the hands of an unexperienced rider. With the 07, however, you can't really make this thing wheelie except in first and second gear, unless you really pop the clutch in third or really bounce the front end. It's pretty damn safe. Handling of this bike though is absolutely insane. So for starters, this bike pretty much acts like a dual sport. The way it handles, you know, the bars being pretty straight and high up, and you're sitting pretty straight up. And the way it leans and falls into corners, it's just like a supermoto. In my opinion, it feels exactly like my old 450R. This bike's handling is insane for what it is. Personally, I love it. It's very comfortable. As you can see, I'm sitting in a very upright position, just kind of chilling. Legs are pretty straight. If I want to, I can put my legs up here if I really feel like it. It's not so uncomfortable that it's you know, hard to ride like any other street bike that's all got you all crunched up, you know, all that shit. Now I want to talk about the sound. The sound of this bike will have everybody's heads turning in your direction, which is great for the city. If I see somebody wanting to pull out in front of me, I usually drop a gear and they hear me. This bike has ABS, as you could just figure out. And it has plenty of acceleration. It's actually really windy today, and you can probably hear it in my my helmet. But this bike doesn't really go all over the place with the wind. It's got a really low seat height. See, I'm 6'2", but I can flat foot this thing all day with bent knees. As for longevity, I bought this bike with 12,000 miles on it. It has not skipped a single beat. I've actually gotten it tuned. The previous owner was actually killing the engine with an exhaust, and it had an intake airbox mod. So the engine was in extreme lean condition. But I've put 3,600 miles on this bike since then, and I only got it tuned about 1,000 miles ago, and this thing ain't skipped a beat. Very reliable. And it's just so nimble. So yeah, it's a great city bike, and it's great. This bike is so fun. And I'm being completely honest when I say this. This is by far my favorite bike I've ever owned. And it's got plenty of power. The top speed of this bike with stock gearing is 120 miles an hour, which is plenty enough for running for the cops in the city if you want to. But if you don't, it's got plenty of get up and go to go have fun on the streets. Now yes, it won't beat an MT-09 or an MT-10 or an R6 or an R1 or any of that, but you'll definitely have fun when you're trying to wheelie control second gear while trying to race somebody at a stoplight. And with the bright colors the MT offers on Yamaha's website, I have the yellow from 2018. They have the nice bright blue, they have a nice bright orange. They're very bright colors for safety reasons, I'm assuming. I love bright colors on cars and bikes, but this is next level. Bright color accents on a gray and black bike. Oh my god, I love it. Now, the rest of the MTs have all this, but as I've told you before, anything above anything 09 and up, it's just, to me, it's just unsafe. I mean, you know, if my son or daughter was riding an 09 in the city every day, I would be a little bit worried about their ability to control the motorcycle. With an 07, I wouldn't be worried. We all know that motorcycles aren't the safest form of transportation on earth, but we know that they're the cheapest. Now, the 07 is this price, and the 09 is this price. You make your mind up. You're a broke college student wanting a motorcycle. Tell me which one you're gonna buy. Now, the handling of this bike will let you get on anybody's ass in a roundabout. People in the comments, post up about what you got. Explain to us why it's good, why it's bad. I want to start debates in the comment section about which bike is the best. Because personally, I think it's the 07. There's something about that. Something about that, man. I think that's going to be it for this video on the MT. Be sure to post about you guys' bikes in the comments. I will see you in the next video. Later.